Hi, I'm Dr. Jake Berger. I'm an assistant professor of philosophy in the Department of Philosophy here at Lycoming College.
My name is Dominic Phillip, and I'm a quantitative economics, philosophy, and comparative literature triple major.
A lot of students when they get to college don't know what philosophy is. Philosophy is one of the core liberal arts fields, so it asks questions that are sort of foundational issues about human experience and reality. So questions like, does God exist? How should we treat one another? What do we know? How do we know anything? And all of our courses are designed to fit really well with other majors. That's why philosophy makes like a perfect second major or a minor.
So when I came in as a Lycoming student, I had heard of Plato and Socrates and Aristotle. And so what made medieval philosophy so interesting was that it was about a lot of philosophers that I'd never heard of before, like Boethius and St. Thomas Aquinas and Peter Abelard. And these philosophers really had interesting theories on religion, on happiness, and so it was really interesting to compare their philosophies with the ancient Greeks and then with the modern philosophers of today.
One research opportunity that students often do if they're majoring in philosophy or minoring in philosophy is a senior research project, a senior thesis writing project, where students work one-on-one with a professor to identify a philosophical topic that they're really interested in and work in an individualized way with the professor to develop that into sort of like a publishable piece of philosophical research. It's a really rewarding experience because you get to work in a one-on-one way with the professor to learn how to write a professional type paper and work it to, a place where it might be able to be published in some way. Philosophy students have gone on to business school, they've gone on to law school, they've worked in journalism. We have a couple of students who become prison wardens. It's particularly common for students to go on to law school because the skills that you acquire in a philosophy course are the kinds of skills that law school is looking for students to have.
Yeah, coming in as a freshman, Dr. Whalen was one of my first professors that I ever had, and he was incredibly supportive of me and my learning of philosophy. We talked outside of class a lot about questions I had, or about, we would have debates about things outside of class. And so he also was the pre-law advisor, and so he helped me sort of understand what sort of expectations are needed for the LSAT and for law school when you're applying late in your senior year, but it was really helpful to get started with that in your freshman year.